How an Arsenal fan handles being top of the league.
What's wrong?
We're top of the league.
Why is that bad?
We keep winning.
Isn't that a good thing?
No.
Surely the more points we get...
The more points we get, the more hopeful we get. If we want to win the league, we can't be top of the league. If we're top of the league, someone's going to catch us.
So you want to be lower in the league?
Yeah, then we might win it.
As low as Tottenham?
Not that far down the table.
Okay. I still think we'll win the league.
Why are you saying that?
Arsenal fans, welcome. Welcome to prime time. Welcome to the big time. That is the life of a team that is trying to win the league. Cross that. That is the life of an Arsenal fan. We haven't won the league for almost 20 years. 20 long drought. 20 years of barrenness. 20 years of mediocrity. 20 years of not challenging properly. We've probably challenged what? Twice, 3 times in the last 20 years for the league title. Off the top of my head, I can remember 07, 08, the year we have Eduardo getting the leg break. And what? 2015, 2016, we barely challenged. We came second, but that's a different story. Why am I here today? The reason why I'm here today is I want us to accept the challenge. Cast your mind back to 2-3 weeks ago after the series of losses and draw. We lost against Man City in the Carling Cup, now known as the Carabao Cup. Then we lost against Everton. Then we drew against Brentford, and we lost against Manchester City. We haven't had a series of results like that this season. But Arsenal fans in general went to meltdown. The vast majority of ops or the opposition fans, they came down on us with barrage of abuse and insults and banter, most especially banter. If you're anybody who goes on Twitter during this period, it was just insane. When you take a bird's eye view of the entire season, there is no way in hell you would think this team is just going to absolutely collapse. If you're going to win the league against this juggernaut of a team called Manchester City, it's probably going to go to the wire. Honestly, let's be honest with ourselves. To probably go to the last game or the last 2 games of the season. You winning the league by 2 games to spend means you have a 7-point advantage by then. That is a large number of points. Another thing is, we look like a team that is ready to win the league. We had a little wobble. We just need to keep faith with the team. We can't be flip-flopping. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, how to react, or how to support the team that they love. But something must be said of the overall reaction after those defeats. We should have won against Brentford, if not for a contentious refereeing decision. It wasn't even contention, it was just negligence. It was just outright poor, abject refereeing. And the referee in charge has been let go now by the PGMO. That was tough. We would have had a 2-point cushion by now, 4 points, and we would beat Everton today. I believe so. We're going to give Everton an ass whooping today. I want to say ass whooping. It doesn't necessarily have to be 5-0, 3-0 defeat. It could be a 1-0 defeat. I don't care. I do not care. We have the best away form in the Premier League. What that indicates is we're strong enough to go to away games and win. We have like 8 or 9 clean sheets away from home. That is absolutely ballistic. That is crazy. That is stuff of champions. We leak more goals at home, and we need to steady that ship right now for the second part of the season. There's a plethora of reasons why we leak more goals at home. We press higher up the pitch. Teams sit deeper when they play against us. At the Emirates, we're more susceptible to the counter-attack. But we just need to be a little bit more careful while we play at home. We're on track for 92, 93 points. I think if we can get between 87 to 92 points, we might do it. I don't think we're going to be getting a 90 point season this season. But we need to keep up the intensity. And our manager needs to bring his A game as he has done throughout the season. We're grateful for Mikel Arteta. I know he is grateful for the challenge of representing Arsenal Football Club. I know most of our players, or all of our players, by all indications, by every single metric you can look at, love being here. They love fighting for the badge. And they want to win, most importantly. The purpose of elite sport is to win. Nothing else. Win and compete, especially compete at the highest level. We are competing at the highest level, at the upper echelon of the game right now. Now, all we need to do is to see it through, see this journey through, keep our players fit, get our key players back into the squad. Thomas Partey is coming back. He played about 10 minutes against Leicester. He played advanced midfield. He played ahead of Jorginho. That's something we want to look into going forward, because Jorginho looks as masterful as I've seen being the deep line playmaker, being the dictator, passing in between the line. He's an excellent conductor. But the physical side of the game is missing. He can be overrun in moments, because it only takes moments, right? It takes moments during a game where the opposition team just have 1v1 against you or 2v1 against you. Those are the kind of moments we need to manage carefully. I'm hoping that we can see this through. I want us to win the Premier League and bring home the European trophy. I want us to increase our European trophy cabinet. We need more European trophies. The Europa Leagues is welcome. Then we go for the Champions League. Because a team of our stature, a team of our caliber, needs to bolster its European pedigree. We've won 13 league titles, 14 FA Cups, and 2 Carling Cups. That's a lot of trophies. Off the top of my head, I can't remember how many Community Shield we have, but that's by the way. We need more European trophies. But let's focus on the game today. The game today, I trust Mikel Arteta to choose the best squad. I know most people have been clamoring for Eddie to be dropped. I'm not really in that camp. I believe he's good enough. The top level, he does what the coach wants, and the coach has an absolute faith in him. What we need is to support the players, support the coaching staff, and believe, keep faith on this journey, because the closer it is we get, the more pressure we're going to feel, the more stress we're going to feel, the more PTSD is going to come back from all the agony and all the pain of the last 20 years. I believe we can do it. I believe we're going to bring the Premier League title back home where it belongs. Come on, you Gunners. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye. God bless.